So today's video is going to be a combination of my feelings about faux locks, lock extensions, and my own lock journey. I made a video similar to this in the past. While the overwhelming response was good, I think I offended some folks. So hopefully this version of the video will express my thoughts in a more comprehensive way. Just to throw out a disclaimer, I feel this almost goes without saying, but everything I'm saying in this video is my personal opinions. If any of this offends you, feel free to take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to project my views on anyone. Just in case anyone's wondering, I have a scratch on my nose right over here. I like to climb rocks. I scratched my face while I was bouldering the other day. Not my best moment. So I'll start with a backstory on my lock journey. I started my locks in 2013 after hating my hair for about 20 something years. I saw locks mostly as an escape from that. It was my way of embracing my natural hair and having long, healthy hair that was actually mine. No, that's not a shot at wigs or extensions or anything like that. I think everyone has their preferences, and my preference happens to be for my natural hair. To be honest, I really didn't know much about locks at the time. I saw locks as a good way to maintain my hair, keep it healthy, and still stay active with something that required maintenance, but not too much. So I went to a local hair salon and I got comb coils. Like many folks, I went through a pretty lengthy ugly stage. And to be completely honest, I hated it. I hated my hair. I thought it looked terrible. I thought I'd made a huge mistake, but I decided to stick with it. A month into getting my comb coils, I went back home during college for winter break and went to a salon in my hometown to get extensions. Permanent lock extensions. Little did I know that the person I was going to knew absolutely nothing about what they were doing. Instead of getting permanent lock extensions, I got more of the ends of my hair wrapped so that they wouldn't unravel as easily. She did an absolutely terrible job. So there's a couple of reasons why this person did a terrible job. For one, when you wrap hair that isn't fully locked, then it kind of stifles the budding process. Instead of your hair budding up naturally and kind of thickening in all the stages that new locks go through, you end up confining the hair and it doesn't have the opportunity to do that. A really big downside of that, for me at least, was when I got my locks wrapped, I was only 1 month in. Obviously, comb coils are a lot thinner than locks or budded locks or matured locks actually turn out to be. I ended up with some really kind of skinny wrapped ends, chubby middles, and skinny roots. Because the ends were skinnier than the middle of my hair, which had already started to bud, you could really tell the difference between the extended hair or the wrapped hair and my actual natural hair. I am very much a texture person, so this bugged the living crap out of me. So about 6 months in, I ended up cutting and pulling out the wraps and the extensions. The downside of unwrapping that hair from my locks is that the ends really hadn't progressed as much as the rest of my hair. When I look back on that moment, I regret getting the ends of my locks wrapped or extended because I could have just let nature do what it does and let my hair bud up naturally. I felt like at the time I was being really impatient and I really didn't want to go through an ugly stage, and I ended up almost elongating my ugly stage. It really wasn't worth it. While I know this is purely my experience, I feel it's a story worth telling people about. The 5 years that I've had my locks, I've learned a lot about myself. I feel like part of cultivating locks is getting through the ugly stage. That brings me to my next point. While I feel this experience could have made me a little bit jaded, I think it made me appreciate the natural locking process even more. By appreciating the natural locking process, I guess that's a segue to my feelings about faux locks and actual lock extensions. To start, I respect that people start locks for a variety of different reasons. Some people want locks just to have a style. Some people don't have the time or they're just not comfortable with it. I respect all of those reasons, and even the reasons that I can't think of at the moment. For many people who start locks, it's about more than just a style. My journey was about patience, personal growth, and overall accepting myself, accepting the way that I look and the way that I feel about it. For those reasons, I feel extremely conflicted about faux locks and lock extensions. Patience is one of the most important parts of having locks. In a way, lock extensions and faux locks allow someone to skip those lessons and self-reflections and go straight to a look that for many people represents growth and patience. But this being said, I definitely think that faux locks and lock extensions can be the right move for a lot of people. I think I could also see these styles as a way of appreciating and glorifying locks for what they look like. Not to mention, I've met a lot of people that look amazing with their faux locks and their lock extensions. In short, I appreciate and respect these styles. styles, but I also feel conflicted about them. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. Feel free to comment below. If you have natural locks, what are your feelings about lock extensions and faux locks? If you have faux locks, what are your feelings about natural locks? Feel free to link and subscribe. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.